All right, so ECM Toolbox eForm Creator is a web application that allows you to create easy and practical eForms without requiring the need of a programmer. The eForm Creator allows you to create dynamic eForms that you can collect data from, whether it be inside the company or outside the company. The eForm
Okay,
crew,
hold on.
okay,
I'm writing, hold on.
all good.
When you say collect data, you mean that they get the data and then put them in the eForm.
Correct. So we can, the eForm can collect data. So like basically asking questions um, to that degree.
Okay.
So the eForm creator integrates with OpenText application extender,
Uh-huh.
as well as other third-party software.
Now, does everyone who gets eForms Creator have to have one of those other two third-party softwares?
No,
Like, do they have to have anything else, or can they just get eForm Creator by itself?
they can get eForm creator by itself.
Okay, do they tend to do that, or they tend to already have another system?
They tend to already have another system.
Got it. Okay, I have another question for you. Are there lots of competitors that also offer eForm creation?
I do not know that
Okay.
in this category.
All right, I could find out.
Okay.
All right, you can go on.
Okay, awesome. So the eForm creator has a built-in security system for managing users and groups.
You said that's security system?
Mhm.
You mean it's like access levels?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So let me know when you're ready.
Yep, hold on one second. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Each eForm can be created, an eForm can be created anytime and also has a versioning system. For instance, you update an eForm, it will create a new version. And in any case, you can go back to a previous version anytime.
Nice, that's a nice feature.
The eForm builder or the creator editor is a what you see is what you get.
Got it.
So you can, so I'm gonna go back in order, but I'm just showing you real quick. WYSIWYG sort of deal. So
Yep.
I make a change, you click save, and you can see your change. So that's WYSIWYG. Okay. So here is the eForm builder. Starting from the left, you can create sections. So this is good for hiding or showing a group of questions rather than having to go through each question that you would like to hide, and you can reorganize these sections.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
In the eForm sections, so for example here, let me see here. Maybe just showing and explaining could help as well. Okay, so I'm just going to view this real quick. So on two sections here, let's say that In a purchase request form or request form, we would like to keep the form minimal. So we want
Got
to say your name, email, and rating. Actually, I'm sorry about that. I have a better form to show you.
Yeah, you look like you're in a feedback form.
Yeah. So here is a good example. I'm gonna pull up both sides here. So in this section, this eForm has multiple sections. In the top, we of course want to collect the common information. We want to get the name, and then we want to ask them what would they like to change on their employment. The next section could be like address change, raise request, benefits request, and hardware. So a good example of this in action, we're using sections to minimize the eForm and show relevant information we would like to collect based on criteria. This is also part of the dynamic eForm feature where you can set up conditions.
Got it. Hold on a second. It's dynamic sections that can be
Mhm,
like, what do you call, shown and hidden
mhm. Yep, based on criteria of a question.
based on question criteria. That's useful. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I love it
The
too.
whole idea is to keep it minimal and fast.
Correct.
All right, good.
Okay, so let's see. In the eForm builder wise, we have we can select multiple types of questions we would like to collect from the end user. We could, of course, use the most common text box
Hmm.
or a multi-line text box, good for collecting a paragraph. A good example here is the bottom. This is a multi-line, so we can do multiple
Right,
lines.
I get it. You could write like a whole paragraph if you wanted to.
hmm And
Or
of
is it
course,
just line by line?
no, it word wraps. It's not line by line.
It wraps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We can also collect a date with a convenient user interface to quickly input the date. We can have a drop-down box, just like choosing one option. Check boxes, list of check boxes, and if
All right.
you have a question.
Let me stop you for a second, just so I understand um, the thinking behind eForms.
hmm
So this is called employee change request form. Is this something that they get from an employee on paper, and then somebody does data entry on it so that it goes into a system, or is this done like what purpose? I'm trying to think what purpose it serves, or do you create the form and other people update it?
You would create the form, and you would have people fill in information. Um, to put
So
in a
at the
real
end of all of this, is it easy to fill out electronic form that anyone can fill out from their desk and send it back to the company or to the
correct.
main office?
Mhm.
God, it's a dynamic form that I can fill out myself. But it looks a lot simpler and easier, the end result.
Correct. Yes. So that's what that's the goal of the eForms is to make it where our end users, clients, or it would basically allow businesses to create an eForms that is fast and simple for their customers and clients to fill in information without requiring the need of a programmer to make an eForm.
Got it. All right, cool. Like, is this something they can get in their email, their inbox, and it would says, "Hey, please fill out the form by October 25th, or you're not going to get any benefits." And then they go to this
No,
page. It's not like that.
no, there's no email notification. I
Oh,
don't,
so this is just an intercompany or an interclient type thing where they're directed to go to something.
correct. So
Okay.
let's look at it this way. So I believe Queso, um, we don't really have an employee change form, but I can take our purchase request for example. So in an intercompany perspective, we usually, for us to do purchase request, we have a PDF we download, and we download it to our desktop, and then we fill in the blanks, and then we have to manually email that PDF, and then home office has to look at it, index it, and then archive it. The goal of the eForm creator is to streamline in creating a purchase request e-form where employees can easily go onto that e-form and fill it out without having to work with a PDF. And the e-form will automatically export that document into a application extender where the business office can easily look it up and process. Or it would go through a workflow.
Okay, hold on one second.
Okay? Sorry if I was too fast.
No, it's okay. All right, let me just read you what I wrote just so I get this right. The idea is that the employee or client can go into the system and fill in the blanks themselves, and it automatically goes to the office system without having to mail a PDF.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
Correct.
Now, the person that manages benefits and things like that, they get notified that they have a new request. Is that true?
Not from the e-form creator, no.
Oh, if it goes, so if they have a third-party system like
Oh, okay.
application extender, and then it goes in there, do they then get notified?
Uh, They do not get notified if it's loaded into application extender. But how would I put it? Would a better answer be that once it's loaded into application extender, ECM toolbox or workflow manager pulls it from AX and then makes that notification.
Okay, hold on a second. What would tell me the program that would notify them?
Uh, ECM toolbox workflow.
Okay, got it. ECM. So they would need that if they wanted to be if they had a huge company and they wanted to be notified when somebody sent in a request form, they would need ECM Toolbox Workflow
And
or
application extender.
and Application Extender.
Mhm.
Otherwise, they got to check every day.
Correct.
All right. And is there a list? I'm sorry, I'm just asking a lot. I just want to understand how the end user manages their day. Is the latest stuff that's been uploaded, is it listed in last order received, or no? They have to look up the employee and see if they've requested anything.
They would have to look up the employee and see if they requested anything, or you would have to set up a date submitted field, an application extender, and
Ah,
sort it by that.
or set up date, and then they could do it without ECM Toolbox Workflow.
Yeah, if they want to look it up manually, but email wise, I know that a application extender does not automatically email when something is uploaded.
Wow, that seems like an opportunity, doesn't it, to help people? I don't know.
Definitely,
Maybe
I
maybe
see
I'm
it too. Make some adjustments in the eForm creator and have it do that. It's a good idea.
yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe put in a ticket. I don't know. I used to work for a software company. We had a thing called Bugzilla, and every time
Mhm.
somebody had an idea, we put it in there.
Yeah, I,
Um,
I I have ideas. It's just not my software.
got it. All right, cool. So, all right, you keep going.
Good. All right. Let's see, I'm trying to remember. I don't want to jump walls. I'm trying to remember. So we have a multiple. We can use all sorts of questions in the eForm. One of the most important questions we can add or we can collect from the end user is a file attachment.
Hmm.
This file attachment could be used for such as, let's say we created an eForm for hmm, student class change. They would come into the eForm and they would request a class change. And then of course, let's say it's mandatory to attach a student ID photo. You could actually click choose file and select your photo and submit it. eForm creator will turn that photo into the second page of the document. So when you submit an eForm to application extender, you will get a PDF of the eForm.
Got it.
So when they submit an eForm, the eForm creator will take a snapshot of what the eForm looks like and turns it into a PDF that is then put into AX. Good example, let's just say I'll fill this out. And then I'll say excellent. I'm just going to fill in some details. Now, the eForm creator not only generates a PDF and AX, it would also generate a preview. So if the end user wants to take a look at what the eForm will look like. So here is a PDF of what the eForm has created, and that would be shown in Application Extender.
Gotcha.
Not only that, the eForm creator also supports tagged PDF. And what I mean by tagged PDF is you could take an already formatted PDF that has tags, or basically blanks that can be filled in, and you can map it with the eForm questions. A good example is a name field on the PDF document. We can take that name field and map it with the question name here on the eForm.
So you're taking a PDF questionnaire that already exists.
Mm-hmm.
Say, like I'm thinking in my head like an IRS form that has their own fields already in there as a PDF.
Mm-hmm.
And
Correct.
then we can map to it what's already there wherever we want and then leave the rest for our own stuff.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Like if we want to take name, social security, and driver's license, and then leave off the rest for our own questions, we can map those 3 boxes and fill out and make the rest of the form ourselves.
Correct. Let's see if I can load our other demo here. So we could fill in an IRS form from an eForm. And it's what we call PDF tagging. Does it make sense?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
PDF tagging. I like it. That's a good one. So if they have like a legacy form that they already liked and they just want to like update it, they can start with that, and it's easier than making up a new form from scratch.
Correct. So here is a good example. So we have a queso media request form. And we already have some fillable fields. So what we can do is, in fact, Damon, would you like me to? Well, I don't know. You just need to know the features. Okay, I'm just gonna
I
get
got
straight
it.
here.
Yeah. No, and I understand this. I use Adobe Acrobat a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and this seems like straight off of Adobe Acrobat.
Mm-hmm. See, will
Okay.
it let me? Okay, let's see. Let's go to the eForm here. Okay, excellent. All right, so I'm gonna select the tagged PDF. And so you can upload the tagged PDF into the eForm creator, and then we can start to map the fields. So I'm just going to say, please review by.
And it's reading the text as well? Or do you have to say what the field is?
You have to, it reads the text, but you have to tell it which field to map with. So on the left, it reads all the tags in the PDF, and it says, hey, these are all the tags I have. Please map it to a question. And on this side here, we are saying please review by as the date tag in PDF. Let's see. So if I was to say, I'm just gonna put in a random field here. So approved by, let's make that just the name and let's see how that comes out to be. Just one more field. I guess we can use email as the address. Okay, so we're going to go to the employee change and we are going to view. Actually, it was the feedback. Let's check it real quick. Okay, that's right. Okay, I'm going to save this. Okay, so I'm just going to put in some details. So I'm going to fill out some fields. Okay. Okay, so now we click preview. It would then, well, it's not. No biggie, but you get the picture, right? I was just hoping to show you
Yeah, I
firsthand.
do. It's the type of thing that I guess you have to get good at it because it almost seems like it would take just as much time to do new fields.
Yeah, I could see that too. But let's say Casey wanted to say, hey, let's turn a media request form into an eForm off the bat, and from there, how would I say it? Oh, it was the employee change. Yeah, there you go. So it's like saying, hey, I want to change the media request form and turn it into an eForm stat. Uh, I could see your point, but also maybe the client would like to use the same PDF design, regardless, or they need to just collect a small snapshot of data to put into the eForm or into the
How
PDF.
is the Okay, so explain to me how the PDF design remains intact
So in a
because
text,
it
oh sorry,
no,
rather,
just because it didn't look that way. That's all. It looked like just a list. So I wanted to. How do you if you have like something that has name, address, email, and it's kind of left to right a little bit, like that other form had stuff on the left and stuff on the right.
mhm.
How
So
do you keep that intact?
so like in the tagged PDF here, you see that this is the PDF we uploaded, and it keeps everything intact, but we're telling the eForm creator to fill in the blanks. Just like how you would come into Adobe Acrobat and filling it in, the eForm creator would do that.
Ah, got it, got it. So it's okay. That's great.
So you could make a field on the eForm creator and map it to here as well. Checkboxes will also work with checkboxes, but here I told it to map the date and billing address. So we can take an intact PDF and upload it into the eForm creator and then have it fill in the blanks. This is all
Nice.
useful. So, for example, the I-9, we could we could digitize the I-9 form. Of course, uh, in the eForm creator itself, it is just the list of the fields you have to fill in. There's no way to really display the PDF firsthand and fill it in. It's basically fill in the list and then submit to the PDF.
Got it. Yeah, because you can't mess with a government form, really,
No, not really.
unless
No.
you're using it for your own different purpose. But if you're sending it to them, it's got to stay intact.
Correct.
All right, cool. What else we got?
The eForm creator also, I'm going to circle back to the visibility of the dynamic controls. So that you can explain it. That dynamic controls is governed by in such as, let's see if I can do it here. Okay. So we can basically tell the eForm creator that based on a question to whether show this section or not is to make this condition work. We can do a condition where we can say question equals address change. So visibility controls allows dynamic eForms to make it minimal
Got,
and short.
got it. It's almost like a title.
Hmm.
Okay. So visibility options give you the ability to change questions into titles.
Oh no. Not
Oh
titles. Not
no?
like that. No.
Into
Visi
short.
visibility. eForm visibility controls allows you to show and hide sections and questions based on the criteria of another
Show and
question.
hide. So that's the same thing as dynamic.
Yeah. I
So
was just.
visibility options is what is another name for the dynamic part of the eForm.
That is correct. My
Got
bad.
it.
I didn't mean to start confusion there.
No, it's okay. It's good. It's good that we sorted it out so that because I'm somebody who doesn't know and I want to so they're not two separate features. So now I get to say it correctly.
Yeah. I was just going over it again to show you, to go in a little more in depth of it. I should have put together a script for the demo.
That's cool. You're doing great. All right.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, awesome. Okay, and I just wanted to add more to the questions part of the eForm creator. So just there is more to the questions on the eForm. You can ask a variety of questions, but also you can make them required.
Okay.
You can also set up a default value, such as your email here. It will pre-populate the text field, and each question can have a tooltip, such as a help.
Is that more like is that a hover or does it just show up as you?
It will show up as a icon, and when you mouse over it, it will show the tooltip.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
The eForm creator allows you to move your questions and sections in different positions anytime.
Is it drag and drop?
No, it is not drag and drop.
How do you do it?
You would use the move up and move down button,
Oh, okay. Easy enough.
and the same applies for the sections. So if I was to save this eForm and view it, this top portion will appear below the address change if the address change is shown. The address change will show on the top.
Oh, and then you have a move up and move there. Okay, got it.
Mhm. Each question can also be styled, such as changing the font,
Hmm.
changing the color,
Can you do a select all and change it all to the same thing?
No, I don't
All right,
think you
write
could
that one in, write,
select
write
all.
that one in there too. I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Was there an eForms creator before this? A different version? I think there was, right?
I believe we called it. I think we called it the PDF connector.
Got it. And what is better and different about this one?
In this version, eForm Creator will allow you to create an eForm without requiring a programmer or a coder to go and add, remove, or change the eForm question.
Wow, okay. So in other words, it used to be that a programmer came in, helped them set up the eForm from top to bottom, and then they just used them in practice.
Correct.
They didn't have an editor that they could do anything really themselves, but they could customize it, but that was it.
Correct. There was no editor. It was all up to the programmer.
Got it. So they went from, give me a second. They went from custom programming to custom eForm
What you
creation.
s- yeah, what you see is what you get. I would emphasize WYSIWYG.
Yeah. Did clients were clients annoyed that they had to keep calling you guys to make changes? Was that a big like? Is that what used to come up?
I do not know, but I do. Well, actually, I do know with one client. Yes, we had one client have to call us to make changes to their eForm.
Got it. That's how this came about. Like you saw a need.
Yeah, I would say about that. Yeah, yeah. I know this question would be for Richard, but I'm pretty sure he saw a need, and that's how this came along.
Is are what do you call it? Are PDF connector clients part of a big upgrade that you're planning for them, or are you selling to them this new version?
I do not know. That would be a question for Richard Tamil.
Okay.
Have you met him before?
Richard, I haven't met him, but we've spoken on the phone many times.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I would save that question for him. I don't want to, answer for him.
Okay, so in other words, there are people out there that are using PDF connector right now, and
Correct.
they're still calling in for changes if they need them. Okay, hold on. So my question is, what are we doing with existing PDF connector clients? I'll make that red. Okay. All right. Carry on.
Awesome. The eForm creator also makes it easy for a programmer or developer to integrate the eForm creator with other applications with scripting.
Okay. Is that because of API?
Yes, the API.
API to customize to their own needs. Okay. So it's API. In other words, that's API integration. That's the feature.
That is correct. API integration.
Okay. Awesome.
Another feature amongst the eForm sections and a question is you can share the question with other sections. This is useful, such as if you wanted to share a question instead of having to repeat in each section. A good example is the bottom section can be eliminated by sharing please review by and please provide a reason for request in each section. Basically, the question becomes visible on each section.
Got it. So that they never lose sight. So it shows on every page, and they never lose sight of what they're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
More like it's almost like a header and a footer.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Display. You can display questions. Show on every page like a header and footer. Okay. Got it. All right.
All right, now I would like to go over the export features. Now, the export or output is the module for the eForm creator to output the submitted eForms.
Okay.
As we went over OpenText Application Extender, when we export to Application Extender, we can also map the fields with the field and question from the eForm creator. So we can associate the name field with the question your name.
Got it. With field name. In other words, wait, hold on a second. Map. You can map the field name with
the eForm question
with eForm question.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, the question is name and the field is name. Like, I don't get it. Well, or the question could be what is this? You know, who requested by, and then what would be the difference in the field name and the eForm question? Aren't they variations on the same thing?
Well, and when I actually made the application, the application extender. I made the application to be perfectly fit for this eForm here. So you can basically associate and map the eForm question.
With the question ID.
Yes.
Is that what you mean? Oh, so okay. So you map the field name with the question ID.
Correct. Yes. The question
okay,
ID.
I got it now. Mm-hmm. That makes more sense to me because otherwise it would be like name and name.
Yeah, I made it too easy, but yes, we are associating the AX fields on the left with the eForm questions on the right.
Got it.
Not only you can map fields,
mm-hmm.
You can also set a static value, meaning a fixed value that cannot be changed on the export process. A good example is there is a document type field on Application Extender. We want to say eForm. It will always say eForm in the document type field when it is submitted to Application Extender.
Got it.
And we can also use a system value. What a system value would consist of is maybe we want to submit the export date when the eForm was exported to Application Extender.
Yep.
Or ref a time. I do not know these two yet. These are still being researched, but I do know that we could also capture the user that submitted the eForm and a save ID. A good use of this save ID is for tracking, and that's what I'm using. In the application extender, I created a save ID field, and I mapped it to the system value. So whenever the eForm is submitted, the eForm creator will say, hey, here was the save ID, and it will put it into the application.
Nice.
Now, more importantly, I should have gone in order here, but Application Extender will also accept a PDF or a TIFF format document. So if you would like to capture your your submitted eForms in a PDF format or a TIFF, you can have it do either one.
Is it just PDF or TIFF, or there's an additional one?
It's either PDF or TIFF.
Okay, got it. Okay.
You can also have eForm Creator handle um, duplicates. So if there is a submitted eForm that has exact let's say you submitted an eForm and then you submitted it again, and the index fields are the same, you can either have the eForm creator submit a brand new document or create a new version of the document in Application Extender. An Application Extender, AX, can create versions of the document, sort of like here we have versions of the eForm creator. So,
So the user gets to decide how do you handle duplicates.
correct.
User decides settings to handle this. Whether they don't do duplicates, whether they create a new thing, or whether they get
Add,
flagged in some way.
basically, how to put it, in AX, if you create a new version of an existing document,
Then it goes in the same place as the latest version.
correct. Yes, yes.
Got it. Are people warned? Like there's an existing version of this
No,
already? Do you want to update it?
no, they are not warned.
They're not. So it's an override basically, and they're stuck with it.
That is
Oh,
correct.
they can always go back to the other one if they want. That's right. Yeah, that's not that big of a deal. All right, I'm just thinking like a user.
No, it's all good. No, it's all good. It's good. And if you have any questions, just let me know.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold 1 second. I just have to run to the little boys' room again, and I'll be right back.
Okay. What happened? What happened? Oh, wow. I thought he needed the new paper flow. Is Taylor going to come over here today? Man. You like my cable management? Yeah. Check it out. It's no longer everywhere on the floor. It's all lined up.
Hello.
Hey, Damon, how are you?
I'm terrific. All right,
Awesome.
how much more do we have?
Pretty much we just have the output overview and that's it.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. So we can have it decide either PDF or TIFF and how to handle duplicates, but also how to handle attachments. So basically,
Nice.
if you made an attachment in the eForm, you can have it included in the form as a second page or the last page of the document, or you can have it send it separately, meaning it will create a new document entry or a new item in AX just for that attachment with the same index fields.
Got it.
Or you can have it send it separately without the form. I actually need to ask and what they meant by send separately without form. I'm guessing
Like two separate files.
yes.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Include in form, so we would include it in the form, but then
Oh, sent
separate without
separately
form.
without. Oh, now I understand. That is an interesting choice.
I gotta ask
Kind of
them.
defeats the purpose of why you did the form in the first place.
Exactly.
Unless you're trying to just maybe you're trying to not update the e-form, but you're trying to update the attachment.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I have to check with them because the people that are writing the software, yeah, I've been going back and forth with them today, trying to get all the defects out of there and figure out what's going on. They've been doing some changes here and there. Like we just started the demo. There was some things I saw that were in there yesterday, so it's changing a lot.
Gotcha. No, but this is great though. This really gives me an idea of what's going on here, and I like it. You guys did a great job. It
Thank
looks
you.
pretty easy to use. Like the form creator is it's almost as easy as like using Mailchimp.
Mhm.
Like what you see is what you get, and it's kind of attractive too. And I think there's a little bit of learning on some of these settings, but it's pretty easy.
Oh yeah, it definitely is easy. That was the logo, but I guess they removed it. But it was fast, practical, easy e-form creation.
Yep.
So we went over the AX. Now the other, this is where I said that it can run without application extender. You can have the e-form. You can have the e-form questions, not the PDF document or an image, just the question data. You can have it submit to a database.
Got it. Like, and how would you use that?
You would need a Microsoft SQL database server or SQL database server.
Okay, so eForm, in other words, eForm questions and answers, right?
Correct?
And answers can be sent to a database to manage, basically.
That is correct.
And that database takes the place of one of the other systems, like an AX or a uh, like how are they storing the information now?
They are mainly storing the information to application extender. However, they may have an auditing system where they would like to track. You may have AX, but also maybe they may want to track all the submissions or have like a lead, like leads. You want to collect customers. So let's say we had a form where they would fill it out and we would get their email and name. Maybe we don't want to go through AX for that. We can go through a plain database where we can go through that
Got it.
data.
Could
hmm
you import that database into Salesforce?
Good question. I do not know.
Okay.
Real quick, I'm just gonna look here real quick. Salesforce import.
Because if it could be done with a CRM system, that would be definite lead management.
hmm I just don't want to. I mean, I would have to do research on it, but I'm pretty sure because the data is being saved, this database here, there's nothing really
Yep.
special about it. It's saving it in a Microsoft SQL database, which can then be exported to an Excel sheet, and basically it would have that organized data. So I'm pretty sure it can, but I don't want to. Um, I would have to get confirmation on that.
All right, that would be a good feature. Easily connected to your CRM system. I don't know. I'd have to learn more about what people use eForms for, uh, the most.
hmm Okay.
But you mentioned lead management, so I was thinking that.
hmm Yeah, because in lead management, you want to get people hooked, or you want to give them information to reach out to them, and so that I guess that's one example I can put it. Um, Another example would be. auditing. Maybe you want to have the data output to two locations, and so we have database and application extender. So when you submit an eForm, it will go to a database and application extender. The database
Got it.
does not the database does not capture the document image. So there is no PDF or TIFF generated or saved with the database. It is only
Database
the
only gets the data.
correct. Yep. And then AX would get the image and data.
Got it. And they don't get attachments. That gets like sort of dropped.
Yeah, that gets dropped.
No attachment. Okay. Got it.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna close that. One more thing I'd like to go over, and I know that I missed. And I'm pretty sure some companies or some clients would appreciate this. Um, you can have the eForm publicly viewable, or have it require an account login to view the eForm.
Okay, go hold on a second. Wait, so that's part of the security for managing user and groups,
Hmm.
right? And you can set eForms to be publicly viewable or require login.
That is correct.
Got it. And you could have it be just viewable by access level.
Access level.
Oh, that's they're linked together, those two ideas. Right, managing users and groups and what their access rights are is
Mhm.
almost like right in there with setting the eForms, whether they can be viewed or not.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Just checking something here real quick. Okay. All right. Do you have any questions?
uh, no, I just what do you call it? I know that I'm gonna want to do my own screen capture demo, and I'm going to want like to take images of things. Like I want to I guess take screenshots and do a video demo.
Okay.
So at some point I'll need to be shown when it's ready, really, right? To be shown how to run that, or maybe we work together to do it when we figure out how we want to do it. But I've been asked to do it. Maybe it's more appropriate that if you have screen capture software that you would do it, and maybe I would do the voiceover, or I don't know. I don't exactly know how it's going to go yet because I guess I need a little bit more direction. But
Yeah, I don't like my voice. You can do it.
yeah, though I've done a lot of voiceovers. I have no problem with that. I guess in terms of running the system and doing a demo, maybe we should work together on it. Let's ask Lana how she wants it to go.
Yeah, we can ask Lana, because I don't have software on the computer, but I know some software I could work with. But it's only like 20 bucks.
QuickTime.
QuickTime?
The latest version of QuickTime allows you to do a screen video capture, and you could also add audio separately or at the same time.
Okay. Does it also like emphasize clicks, like bubbles or anything like that?
Um, you mean in QuickTime's screen capturing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it captures exactly what's showing on your screen.
Yeah, so like if I was to, let's see, is it here?
Like if you were to hover and it showed something, it would show that.
So if I was to, for example, here, I'm just gonna enable this real quick. So like you see how the circle closes in?
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, it would show that.
Yeah, so I just don't know the software. I'd have to check, but I know some people like the eye candy because some
I
people
love it. I
some
didn't
some
know you could do
sometimes
that.
yeah. And some capture software will allow you to like do yellow highlight around the mouse or around a section so you can get their attention. And that's what I think too is eye candy or me, uh, ADHD makes it hard to focus on the mouse all the time.
Yeah. That's I love it. I think that that's a no-brainer of a yes, but let's find out.
Yeah, I'll find out. I've done a quick time and see what it takes. But yeah, let's give Lana and see what she would like to do from there.
Okay.
Um, I would have done my demo much smoother, but I had to have them stop making changes to the eForm. They would just, when I was testing it earlier, they just kept rebooting and rebooting and rebooting, and so I would get the 404 page in
Okay.
between getting ready because they're
All right,
restarting it.
cool.
But
No, well, we'll have fun doing it when it's ready. I think first I'll probably be doing this data sheet to talk about it.
okay, well, if you have any questions, Damon, feel free to ask me anytime.
All right, you got it. I really appreciate it. It was a great demo. You didn't even need a script. You did great.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, talk to you soon.
All
All right,
right,
bye bye.
thank you. All right, bye bye.